Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries run-through of Legacy of the Duelist. And in this episode, we're continuing on with Season 1 of GX, as we are about to, we are being introduced to the Sacred Beast lore. And, as Annotations Gurdet is pointing out here, no, Duel Academy specifically is funded by Kaiba Corp. So there's no way in fuck that he believes in a lot of the ancient magic shit that ends up happening this season.
One must gain the 7 keys, the 7 duelists, the 7 millennium items. Jackpot.
Jackpot 7. It is a card that I've never actually seen successfully resolve. I think that there was a YouTube profile for a Jackpot 7 deck that was functionally working in one of the games. But, like, even then, I don't even think that I want to try and get Jackpot 7 working.
Slot Machine is just a terrible card, as it is. Let's not complicate things. 7 is my name.
All right, so yeah, our first duel of the day is going to be Jaden versus Nightshroud.
Nightshroud.
All right, so for those of you that are actually familiar with the early GX anime, Nightshroud's deck is specifically an evolved version of Joey's Red Eyes build that focuses much more on the Red Eyes cards. We open with not a very good hand. We have Sparkman, which is cool, but like other than that, we just have Flame Wingman, and we need Skyscraper in order for Flame Wingman to actually run over Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. And since he's opening with Red Eyes Black Dragon, it's not likely that we have the ability to do anything, so...
Okay, he's got 2 Red Eyes B Dragons.
Summons the chick, sacrifices the chick for Red Eyes Black Dragon, and now we are in desperate need of Skyscraper.
Hell yeah, epic animation. A ferocious dragon with a deadly attack.
Let's see. We pulled another Sparkman. Set the Sparkman pass.
Yeah, we are in a bit of a pickle here. We need more attack power.
Or Clayman. If we could get Clayman, we'd be fine, actually.
Crap.
But
Spear Dragon. It's too bad that piercing has all but ceased being a thing in modern Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's not even remotely true, to be perfectly honest. A lot of very powerful equip spells still grant piercing. The big thing about piercing specifically is that, well, yeah, we're going to use this turn to go into Rampart Blaster. The big issue with piercing is that it doesn't actually matter, because if you're attacking your opponent, you're likely to have cleared out your opponent's field already, so...
Speaking of piercing and defense, it looks like we have an opportunity to hit his life points while also staying safe.
Yes, specifically by going for Rampart Blaster.
Blaster!
Let me think. What, I don't remember which elemental hero fusion Jaden was actually using in order to beat Nightshroud here. I want to say it was actually Thunder Giant, but that doesn't make all that much sense because Thunder Giant specifically requires that the monster that he destroys to have less attack points than he does.
Yeah, after about episode 4 is when my memory of the GX series starts to get a little hazy.
I do remember that he uses Thunder Giant against Alexis. But I don't remember where else he ends up using Thunder Giant.
I remember Wild Heart was a card that I tried running for a while.
And he uses Wild Heart Cyclone Boomerang in order to beat Zane later, but...
Oh, we are one removal spell away from getting hit pretty badly.
Hello, Mirage Dragon. Ugh.
Your opponent cannot activate trap cards during the battle phase.
Oh, look, it's Mirage of Nightmare.
cause for one to poop their pants. That card is banned.
Yes, Mirage of Nightmare is banned specifically because of the combo that Jaden actually shows off during the anime, where he's allowed to use Mirage of Nightmare's effect and then sacrifice it to emergency provisions for additional life points.
Nice.
Hunter Dragon. But if we can just sit on Rampart Blaster, Nightshroud doesn't appear to have anything that'll actually do shit to us.
Just hold him off. We will defeat him in 4 short turns.
And they will be rather short turns for us at the very least.
I mean, we are 1 Infernal Fire Blast away from losing the game, though.
This is true.
But he doesn't have it.
And here, Annotations Grid is complaining that we don't actually have any removal spells that we can use. I'm trying to think, are there any fusion monsters that Jaden's running right now that would actually help us out? Flame Wingman would be an interesting way to burn him for additional damage, but I think that and Tempest, except we don't have Sparkman at the moment, right? Yeah, so we can't go into Tempest.
Yeah. We don't have Blade Edge.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. How about a fusion that requires like 3 heroes?
The only one of those is Tempest, and the only one that requires 4 is Electrum. And we don't have Electrum yet. We don't get Electrum until almost the end of this arc. Uh-oh. It's just Red Eyes, right? Okay,
it's just another Red Eyes, yeah. Too bad it doesn't have any rank 7 Ixies.
Cloud, Ixies don't exist at this point in the game. And we're dead.
Oh, crap. What is this guy doing?
Red Eyes Darkness Dragon just gains additional attack points for each dragon monster in the graveyard. I think it's 400 additionally. I was unable to get my Blade Edge, damn it!
Burn him in the flames of Gurnet Hell. Yes,
come slow burn, let us take down Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Because that's actually the only real threat that Nightshroud has against a slow burn, and even then it's specifically because it can run over a majority of my monsters. But even there, running over my monsters isn't how you're going to actually kill me.
Yeah, he didn't use any removal actually. Alright, so now that's the first condition is we have a monster that cannot be attacked, directly. He has to attack us directly in order to win the game.
Yeah. Alright, so Red Eyes Wyvern. If I recall correctly, this is the eroded version of Red Eyes Wyvern, which makes it slightly less powerful.
They usually errata cards to make them less powerful.
Although this is definitely true, I don't think that I forget what the errata for Wyvern actually does. I think it specifically makes it so that its trigger happens during the end phase, as opposed to prior, where it would trigger on its summon, or not on its summon rather, but when it got sent to the graveyard. Alright, reset Guardian Sphinx, and set us a Flame Veil card.
Nice. Go on, attack my dudes. You don't know what I have.
He doesn't, and which is why he is attacking, and losing a slight amount of life points each time he does so.
Did he really just forget?
No, he did not forget that I have Guardian Sphinx face down. He understands that if I flip summon Guardian Sphinx this turn, I'm going to hit him for a shitload of damage.
I mean, valid, certainly. Just very weird that the computer would take that contingency.
It's not that weird, though. Alright.
So, is that something they would always do?
It's not something that they will always do, but it is something that they will consider.
Right.
Alright, now I can switch Guardian Sphinx back to face down defense mode. And this game is over. Yeah, because he doesn't have Chick to go into normal Red Eyes to go into Darkness Dragon. So, combination of Dark Sanctuary and Sphinx just wins the game for us.
Nice. Slow loss, swift victory.
Thank you, Guardian Sphinx. Alright, so from Nightshroud, Come on, get to the results screen. I want to see what we got. Also, when it's here that we learned that that the person that we were actually fighting was Atticus Rhodes, Alexis's brother. We got a Wyvern, a Hunter Dragon, and a Red-Eyes Darkness Dragon. Cool. All right. We skip both of Camula's wins, so right now about half of the keys have been taken. Yeah. And
I remember this. I remember this character. The holy shit. Yeah, the vampire.
Yes, the vampiress. Camula is actually the most successful of the Shadow Riders, mostly because she's using the absolutely terribly broken card Illusion Gate, and although I think she gets access to it here, I'm relatively certain that our Illusion Gate didn't actually ever get printed in real life. So what Camula's deck here specifically is an updated version of her vampire deck, running actual real cards instead of the zombie werewolf and what was the other thing that her strategy was dependent on?
No, beats me, dude. I did remember that she played Vampire Lady. Because many times in the show of Yu-Gi-Oh, the characters will play cards that resemble the Duelist.
This is true. It's why Abydos is running Spirit of the Pharaoh.
Huh.
Although Abydos isn't here, so I'm not supposed to spoil that he's running Spirit of the Pharaoh. Oh well. Thunder Giant!
Nice entry animation.
I do love that Thunder Giant gets an entry animation. It's very nice for him.
We'll show you what little fusion can do.
Alright, and then we'll set our Mirror Force again.
I mean, you can. I would, honestly, at this point, I would be a little... I would play it safe with the number of cards in the spell and trap card zones.
Oh, come on. It's not like she's got Harpy's Feather Duster.
Oh, she's got Pot of Greed.
Yeah, but...
And nothing else.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Because Camula is running an updated version of the vampire stuff, but not the entire wave of Neo-Vampire stuff, she actually has got relatively low stat monsters. Like, her biggest threat, her biggest threat is arguably still... it's not actually Vampire Genesis because of Genesis is... because of Vampire Genesis is a specific summoning condition. It's actually Vampire Lord. And Vampire Lord is something that Jaden has a lot of problems answering because most of his monsters are smaller than Vampire Lord.
Most of them.
Hey, Vampire Lord.
Okay, and then she summons the Genesis.
No, we're banishing our Vampire
we have
Lord.
a trick ready. And because it was banished, she doesn't get to knock a card. It doesn't return during the next turn.
Right. Also, MST your back row. Take that, Camula!
And she loses. Wonderful.
And we get to finish her with Thunder Giant. Waha!
Yeah, it's too bad we don't get an epic obliterate animation.
This is true.
Boom.
Be safe,
Dead.
everybody.
Done.
Yeah, we rescued both Zane and Dr. Crowler. Vampire Baby, Kingdom, and Vamp.